Hey guys, Jess Ran here. Today I'm going to do a video on how I trade and how I think everybody should trade the number one on the golden ticket. I'm going to use a couple of recordings for this. One I've used before and the other one is last Thursday's recording that MT did. Again, well, I think we'll start with the recording I have used before, which is number 15. Okay, let's get on with it. Right, basically the number one on the golden ticket says trade 1 hour and or 4 hour direction with living arrow on living candle. I think you all know what that means now. For the newbies that don't, then just keep your ears open and it'll be explained. Okay, so on this day when we came in the room, you notice you've had this massive down move on the GU. Okay, massive down move. All right, and then you've got this 1 hour red. Right. Okay, so it did take a long time for this to turn around, but I'm going to show you now where you couldn't go wrong with it in effect. I mean, look at all these signals here. These are telling me GU wants to go up. Plenty of blues on the 30 minutes as well. It just took a long time to get going, so I'm going to fast forward to it and I'll give you some tips as well on what the 1 and 4 hours do and how to read the 1 and 4 hours correctly. Okay, so we're going to fast forward. I think I'll mention the UCAD on this one as well. Okay guys, because I mean you have this trade going through now, as you can see, way outside the BB bands on 1 and 4. You've got an 8 hour, but when you look at the 1 and 4s here, you're way outside, so this would have been a really good trade. People will say, oh, there's no 1 hour. Right, the thing is, when you're way outside like this, sometimes it takes a good while for the signal to appear, and I don't think the 1 hour signal appeared on this chart until we got to around about here. But that doesn't mean you can't take the trade. You were way outside, and as long as you were getting momentum, and obviously these are red yellows, which are the top signal in the room, then the trade was good. So we'll look at that one first, and then we'll move on to the GU when that does eventually kick in. Right. These trades, guys, when you're looking at these trades, these are both long term and scalp. But what you have to understand is what when you're hitting resistance, right? And basically the resistance is these orange lines. So this trade is going to go on the 15-minute chart. It's going to go to this orange line, then it's going to find resistance and bounce. Okay, and it's going to do that because this is what they do basically. They hit the walls, they bounce, and then this setup is still strong, like it's got a 30-minute signal as well here. Then it will bounce up and then go through. Okay, that's another thing I want to express to you as well. Okay, right, if you've got a system where let's take this 5-minute signal for instance, right, it's gone down, it's gone through the orange line on the 5-minute chart. Why? Well, because it had a 30-minute. Okay, because it had a 30-minute, that forced it through there. Alright, so if you've watched my other videos, you will know this. It goes into this in more detail, but whilst you've got a 30-minute signal there, it's going to hit this line and bounce. But if that 15-minute signal there, it's going to hit this wall and bounce. But if there's a 30-minute there, after it's done that, okay, it's going to go through the orange line. It's going to bounce up, drop through. Okay, if there's a 1 hour, it's probably going to touch the orange line on the 30-minute. Okay, but if there's a 4 hour, the 4 hour is going to force the 1 hour down towards the orange line on the 1 hour. Okay, which means that the 30-minute will hit the orange line, bounce up, and then go through. All right, I'll show you as we go along on that. I just want to get to where it is. As you can see here, it bounced off the BB band and it's going to go down. Okay, you've got a fresh 15-minute signal. It's going to take it to this 15-minute orange line. You've now got a 30-minute pink as well to go with the red next to it. Okay, we still haven't got the 1 hour or the 4 hour, but the chances are that they're going to come. Okay, Let's fast forward again and just show you exactly what happened. Still going. I'll try and get to the point where the 1 hour appears. And just show you. Right, you see the 1 hour's still not here, but look what we've done. Look where we are now, right on this orange line. So what's going to happen is we're going to do a little bounce, right, and then this signal's going to kick in and take it to this orange line here. And by then, it's more than likely we're going to get another signal here. Basically, what this means, guys, is that you should be trading in that direction. Okay, you should be trading down, and again, I'll show you more specifically with the GU in a moment, and on the other recording exactly how I trade. Okay, so let's just have a quick look. Still not there, the 1 hour. No, look, it's bouncing. You see, it's bouncing. It's hit a wall and it's bouncing. Okay, so you sit this. Excuse me, guys. I had a lot of wine last night. It buggers my mouth up when I have wine. You sit the bounce out and take the trade down with momentum bouncing off the orange line on the 5-minute chart. So I'll show you in a moment exactly what I mean. And there you go. You see, you sat it out with a little bounce, went up, it hit the orange line here, then you got momentum, down it went again. Okay, and now look at the 1 and 4s. Okay, they were very late to the party, but they were always coming. Okay, so this is going to hit now, going to hit the orange line here. Right, bounce and then go through. Why is it going to go through? Because there's a 1 hour. Right. Where's the 1 hour going? To the orange line here. Why? Because there's a 4 hour. Okay. You understand that? The GU's still not going. I told you it takes a bit to turn this around. All right. Just focus on this until that GU does kick in, and then I'll show you what happened there. Right. There's your bounce. I'm not saying you can't trade this, guys, but the safer thing to do with this, because you know that the 1 and 4s are there, they've been there, okay, and they'll still be there. Look, the 1 hour's back, everything else says down, so taking a 5-minute signal up against, you know, what you've just seen is risky. Okay, BR, I mean, it's an 18-pip move up that, so there was a good trade in there. You'd have had time to win that, but the better trade is to wait for it to hit here and take this down now. Okay, let's have a look what happened. Fast forward. Yeah, going down now. So it's going through the 15-minute. And you see here, look, hit that bounce, going through, look, touched the 30-minute orange line, but your 1 and 4 hours are still there. This is going down to the orange line on the 1 hour. Basically what this means, guys, is that you can, I'll just say this before we go any further, it means that you can take every signal down, right, even just touching there, you'd have had momentum, that was a trade there, as this is a trade here without a signal. Okay, you had momentum, so because of these 1 and 4s here, right, every time you take a trade down you will win, right, until you get to this orange line on the 1 hour here. Why do I know it's going there? Because it's a 4 hour. Okay, so that pretty much guarantees that price is going to touch this orange line for me on the 1 hour. Alright, again we'll fast forward. I think the GU is getting ready to go shortly. I know a lot of you, I remember speaking to Jerus about this one here, and he was on about taking this, and I said it's a bit risky now because this looks like it wants to go up. If you look at the GU 1 hour now, we've got a fresh pink, the GU is going up. Okay, so I would be now looking, you know, for signals to the upside on the GU. Again, if you'd have said, right, well, I got in here because we had the 1 hour red, you're still not losing. You know, it's got against you a bit here, maybe come down a bit more before we're actually going up, but you're still not losing. All right. Anyway, where was we? Right, so okay, it was on the UCAD down there again. Alright, look, it's just dealt with that wall there, and it's now going to go through. Alright, fast forward again. Oh, there's your GU. Look. Right, you knew it was coming because everything pointed to it, right? This now you would say, right, okay, in the trade, wait for a signal against and momentum to flip and then get out of the trade, right? Okay, there's another way you can do it, and it's pretty much the way I trade. Okay, I'm just going to stop this. When I see this system here, I know, right, that there's a very, very, very good chance that price is going to touch this orange line. Okay, so I'm not just taking one trade here. Alright, I'm taking two. I'm taking two. Right, open TP. You can do it differently if you like. It's a little easier doing it differently. You're not constantly focused on the charts. Okay, but if you take two trades, one an open TP, and you're going to let that open TP trade run until price touches this orange line, okay, on the 1 hour chart. Alright, and then you're going to consider closing it, because it is against a very strong trend. Okay, again, if you start getting signals, you know, major signals down, that's not major, that all that is there is because you've touched this orange line here. Okay, and that's just like, you know, come down a bit and then probably go back up again. Alright, so you know, if this was a red yellow instead of just a red, then you consider getting out, closing that trade. Okay, so you take a long-term trade, right, take the pips on a scalp as well. So if you'd have taken that as a scalp, you know, when this move, I'll just fast forward a bit, when this move is actually done, let's have a look when it's done. Right, so when you started getting this, you might have said, oh, well, I'll close the scalp. Personally, I wouldn't yet. The reason being, this is only a small red, and I don't think we've had any momentum flash red. That might have flashed one red, but one red's not a lot, guys. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see, and that it just shot up again there. So you've got your scalp going, and you've got a long term going. Okay, let's say you took it on 65 because you were a bit late in. That's 88. That's 23 pip move scalp plus your long term's 23 pips. Now then, you look at this here. If this turns super, because it's correlated, you see with the EU. See, if these turn super, okay, and because you just burst through here, by the way, guys. Okay, you've still got room there, right? If this turns super, and momentum flips against you, then you would close your trade. I mean, you might close your scalp now and say, right, I've still got my long term going, I'll leave that long term going. Right, so let's fast forward and see what happened here. Yeah, it came down a bit, so you would have closed your scalp and then got back in again here somewhere when it bounced off the orange line. Okay, with green momentum. Alright, we're touching the 1 hour orange line now. You've now got a 4 hour super behind the bubble there, so this could touch the orange line on the 4 hour. Alright, so any time now, maybe at happy hour, you've got 15, maybe 20 minutes before happy hour, right? It might go up till 11:15, right? But then I would consider closing, you know, the long-term trade. Okay, so you would have scalped it once there for 20 odd pips. Even if you only went for 10, you've got 10 in the bank, and then you'd be in again here for another scalp. Okay, your UCAD, again, you've not touched the orange line yet. This is going to touch the orange line. For me, it is. That's where I'd be looking, because it's got a 4 hour. It virtually guarantees the 1 hour going to the orange line. Alright, it's just dealing with this at the moment. That's what this little, you know, bounce is here. Just dealing with that. I noticed that 15-minute up, but again, look what's happened. It's hit the orange line and then it's come back down again. Okay, so let's fast forward again, just show you what happened. Ooh, blue, 15-minute red. Yeah, this could be getting ready to reverse, so you could close it now. You know, you're very near to a psychological number as well. Let's have a quick look what happened. Yeah, it went up a bit more. What we on there? 97. And again, look at your UCAT, guys. Guys, just look at this, because you know you weren't near the orange line here. You just bounced off that orange line here, and it dropped through. And look, beautiful. So beautiful. And you bought in the, sorry, you sold in the correct place as well, at the top, at the newbie bands there. Would have been a lovely trade, that. So basically what you'd have done, because you had these 1 and 4s, alright, they turned up late on the on the UCAD, but you had it on the GU, you know, you're taking a long-term trade to the orange line at least on the 1 hour, because that's where the 1 and 4s push price, okay, but you're also scalping it, so you'd have scalped it once, twice there on the GU, and on the UCAD, you know, on this move, lovely move down, you'd have scalped it once, you know, twice off the top there, at least 3 times that we can see there, probably 4 times on the UCAD for at least 10 pips a time, okay. Plus you'd have had your long term from what, 72 to 30, so that's a 40 pip long term trade as well, okay. Your GU, you were like 960, so let's say 65, that's a 35 pip move to the 130 barrier. You know, I definitely would have closed it there. That's a psychological number, so just close the trade there, guys, okay. And again, look, it's still going on the UCAD. Yeah, so that's basically how I trade the 1 and 4s, alright. It's all about holding your nerve and just trusting in the signals and where price is going to go. Once you know where price is going to go, then you should only trade in that direction, right? And I'm going to show you that now on the next on the next video, right? This was Thursdays, okay. Right, so when we come in the room, basically this is what we've seen. Look at this, look how far, look how big, a glorious move up, must be said on the GU, guys. You know, it was a glorious move, but I kind of look at these and say, well, the bigger the move, the bigger the fall, you know. So we're going to be trading the GU down, because we've come in the room and this is where we are. It's like, it's not going to go up much more now. In fact, it didn't. Okay, so the GU, and we'll look at the EU as well, okay. Right, so you've seen the initial moves. We've had these like moves down, and then the trends kicked in again. Basically all this is saying is, I've not quite given up. Look, this big move here, and it's like, oh, I've not given up yet. It's bouncing off the orange line here, it's close to it here, but it's just not quite given up the up move. So we're looking for downs, and we're looking for downs, guys, because GU has this with a 4-hour blue. EU has a 4-hour blue. It doesn't have a 1-hour signal yet, but it has a 4-hour blue, and this is where the 4-hour blues are best, right? For me, especially with the GU there, you should not be taking the GU up now, because you've got a 1-hour down and a 4-hour blue. The EU might go up a little bit more because it doesn't have anything to go with the 1-hour blue, but it does have a 4-hour blue. Okay, so these two now, for me, GU and EU, down. That's my mind made up. For how long? How long am I going to trade these down? Well, until the GU 1 hour. Well, at least, what I should say, right, is that this is going to evolve. It's possibility you'll get a 4-hour signal, okay? But because of the 1 hour, the 30-minute signal is going to go to the 30-minute orange line, okay? So, as we go on trading this down now, it's going to evolve, and we're going to hit barriers, like we're going to hit the orange line on the 15 minutes here, which we might have another little bounce like we did here, okay. Then we'll hit the 30-minute wall, which is the orange line on 30 minutes, because this will take the 30-minute down to that orange line, okay, and they'll probably get a bounce there again, and that'll drop through if there's a 4-hour. Alright, so we're looking for downs, right? Again, we're going to use the same kind of strategy that I used in the last chart. You're going to take 2 trades. You're going to take 1 open TP, and then we're going to scalp. Say, let's just say we'll scalp for 10 pips, okay, to make it easier rather than going, oh, when 20 odd pips lose, okay. So we're going 2 trades. This is definitely going down. EU's a bit different. Oh, it does have the 1 hour now. Right, okay, so yeah, these are looking good now for downs, okay. Again, we're going to fast forward a bit. We want signals, momentum, right. Here's your first scalp. When that, when you got momentum, that would have been your entry point, Okay, so again we're going to fast forward. That's 87 and that was 72. Let's see if we get the 10 pips out of him for the first moves. 87, yeah, well that was 71, so that's like a 16 pip move there, just to there. Okay, so you definitely got a 10 pip move in there. 60, that was 12, so yeah, there's a 10 pip trade in there, right? Just remember that you've got long terms running as well, okay, from 87 and 72. Alright, okay, look what's happening here. It's in the orange line, look what's happening here. So you expect a bounce now. I'm not saying you should trade it, in fact you shouldn't. You should actually sit this out and wait for more downs, okay, because of these. Look, you got your 4 hours appeared now. Alright, it's flashing on the EU, still consider it there. This price wants to go as close to or touch this orange line here. Same with this one, wants to come down, touch this orange line here because of the 4 hour. Right, here's your bounces, you wait them out. So let's just fast forward and see what happens. Still green. There you go. Right, so back where we started on the BB band. Okay, so again now we're looking for red momentum because we're here, we know it's going down. Alright, so we're looking for red momentum here, red momentum on the EU, green here. Okay, look, this is going green, and look what happened, you know, because it's struggling to go up anymore, you understand? So again, you know, you could have taken it just off the BB band there, you know. Anyway, we'll fast forward and I'll just show you how it pans out. Again, the EU struggling a bit, it's just a bit stronger than the GU, maybe because the 4 hours, you know, not settled yet, whereas the GU 4 hour has. Alright, so you were in again there, there's another scalp in here, at least 10 pips, yeah, what is it, 18, 19 pips, that moved down there, so there was another scalp in there, and that's not taking into account the GJ, you know. I'm just having a look at the GU and the EU, so let's go again, let's see what happens. Right, again, you have to bounce back. Right, because of this line. Yes, people are thinking, oh, there's a 15 minute, it's going up now. No, dangerous. Right, look, 1 and 4s, it's very dangerous to go against these, very. I know the EU looks like you would have won, and it would have won, but again, it's one of them where it could win this time, probably won't next time. You know, look, GU, it's going to go to it, and if we get red momentum again, GU is going to come down. EU, we get red momentum again, it's going to drop. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind. I know you've seen the ups here, but you have to put faith in these two charts, the 1 and 4s, guys. And as I say, once you've made your mind up about something, you're that far outside, then you have to trade in that direction. Alright, I would just be trading the GU and the EU down now. Okay. Yes, again, it would have won. GU probably would have won. Risky. Alright, let's go and have a look. And there you go, look, you know, imagine if you just got in the GU trade here and then whack down. What about the EU? You just go in here because you've seen all that green momentum flashing and whack down, you know. You just got to be sensible. So again, you're taking a long-term trade on the GU and the EU, who were in from what was it, 88 and 76, we'll say, right? And you're taking scalps, but you're scalping down in the direction of the 1 and 4s, which is bloody safe. Okay, let's go and have a look. Yep, look, you can see, look at it, where to go down. So you'd have taken 1 somewhere up here, down, you've taken this one, 2 down scalps, the GU you'd have taken 1 down there, 1 down there, you might not have taken this one, but even if you did, it's going to win. And there was one behind the thingy momentum box there as well. Alright, so let's fast forward again. Yep, see, no matter where you took that GU trade, right, anywhere on that top BB band, it's won. Scalps won. Okay, same with the EU, no matter where you even if you took it there, that might have gone a few against you, but it's still won. Alright, and that's because you 1 and 4s, and because you, as I keep trying to get across to people, right, if you've got a 4-hour signal, right, 1 hour price is going to the 1 hour orange line, right? That's what the 4-hour signal does. It takes price on the 1 hour signal to the 1 hour orange line. Yes, there are bumps ahead, and those bumps are these walls, the 15-minute orange line and the 30-minute orange line, but a 4-hour signal flashing off should not be considered gone, not if price hasn't, you know, gone to the 1 hour orange line. Alright, you should consider it still there. Just wait out that pullback. Look, again, you've got it here, you think, oh yeah, it's going back up now with a trend because you've got 15-minute signals, but look, all it is hitting the 30-minute orange line. Look, it's just bounced off, and it's going to go through. It's going to go back through because you've still got the 1 and 4s, and they haven't touched the orange lines on the 1 hour charts. Alright, proof's in the pudding, guys. Watch. Again, now what should you be looking for here? Red momentum. Red momentum. Same here on the EU. Look for red momentum. It's the safer trades. Down. Safer trades. They're going to win. Why? Because price hasn't got anywhere near this orange line on the 1 hours. Okay? Anywhere near. Alright, even against such a strong trend, it's remarkable how many times I've seen this happen, where price has gone to the OLs. Alright, excuse me, fast forward. Alright, you would have been in here, you may have been in here, would be in here. Okay, for your scalps. Let's go and have a look. Fast forwarding, and there you go. Look, bang, winning trade. Bang, winning trade. So your scalps again, you'd have won your scalps again. I don't know how many. Is that 3 or 4 on the GU and 2 or 3 on the EU? Plus you've got your long terms running. I think we said from, was it 80? What was it, guys? 87, 88, and 72, I think, weren't we? So you know your long terms are still running. Anyway, let's fast forward. Right, again, you've got your little bounce back again, dealing with this 30-minute thing here. Now, if you recall in the room, guys, I said we have 30-minute correlation. Okay, for those of you that don't know what correlation is, right, these are the 30-minute charts, and correlation simply means that you've got a GU and an EU up and a UCAD down, right? And basically what they mean is that this here, the DX, has taken control. Okay, that DX is USD part of the currency pairs. So GU, GBP USD is GBP against the DX. EU is Euro USD, which is Euro against the DX. UCAD is USD versus the Canadian dollar, which is DX versus the Canadian dollar. Okay? Basically, when you sit kind of correlation, generally there's a trade in there. Alright, it's better on the 5-minute charts, but anyway, I'm getting off track here. So, we still haven't gone anywhere near the 1 hour orange line on either the GU or EU. 4 hours are still active, so we're only looking for downs. Okay, let's go up again, going back up again. So what we should be looking for now is red momentum, maybe a signal, definitely red momentum, and down we'll go again. Okay, let's fast forward. This one went a little higher. It's up on the BB bands where it seems to have been going, but you're getting momentum now. Look, correlation as well. Signal down. GU, you might have been in just off that. Oh well, touch there. Okay, bang down, bang down. Okay, why? Look at these again. They haven't touched the OL. That is when you stop trading them down. But the idea of trading these down now, based on the 1 and 4s, guys, is that they are completely safe trades. If you'd have taken any of those signals down, even just the touches off the orange lines where the GU was concerned, or the touches here off the, you know, the BB band where the EU was concerned, right, you would have won the scalp. You know, you would have won that trade. You would not have lost that trade. All right. And that is what, as I say, the 1 and 4 hours tell me. They give me absolute perfect confidence in trading in that direction. Okay, so let's go. We're on happy hour now, right? This is unusual. Normally on happy hour we get a reversal, right? But you just watch this again. The power of the 1 and 4s. Still down. Look at that. That was a lovely scalp there. If you'd have gone open TP on that, it's what, 49, around about 69. So it was a 20, pushing 20 pip move there. That was 62 to 44. That was 18. You know, so you definitely got a 10 pip win in there. You definitely got a 10 pip win in there. And this happened. You know, I think there was something like 6 scalps on the GU. So you were talking 10 pips. That was 60 pips. Plus you still got your long term running. Okay, until you hit this orange line. When you hit that orange line, you might say, right, I'm going to close that trade now. All right, so let's carry on. Right, after happy hour, you've had your pullback again. Let's see if we get, you know, some more downs. We're thinking, oh yeah, happy hour's going to turn it around, but it hasn't. Right, 4 hours still active. You've had your little bounce there on the EU, which is this. Now you can see it. Look, right, but the same with the GU, little bounce right there, right. But we haven't got any signals to stop, you know, this 4 hours control. Alright, so again, signals are momentum correlated with the DX. Another down trade. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, EU's a lot stronger. You can tell that that one was a lot stronger. It's bounced off there. However, look where it goes. It's, you know, previously gone down from. Oh, the BB band, and look where we are. Oh, the BB band. Okay, so again, you're looking for down red. GU bouncing off the orange line, I think, again somewhere here, right, which is done all day. Alright, so again, red momentum, and down we go. Let's have a look, fast forward. Boom, 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 boom. Look, it's unbelievable how many times it happened, guys. And as I say, with the EU, it was off the BB bands on the 5-minute chart, whereas the GU kept doing it off the orange line on the 5-minute chart. Okay, now look where we are. Right, so at the start of this recording, what did I say? What did I say? That the 4 hour was going to take price to the 1 hour orange line. Okay, EU, 4 hour, not quite on the orange line, right? But again, when you consider that these two correlate very much together, this might get very near to the orange line if this one has touched the orange line. Okay, always bear that in mind. But there's still more, you know, more to the downside here. You can see with momentum, it's still giving the move, and we'll watch. In fact, I'll fast forward right to the end of this because, you know, I've shown you basically what I want to show you on this. And look, you know, touches the orange line down, touches the orange line down. Look at the EU there, bang down. Yes, it come back up, bang down, come back up to the orange line this time, bang down. Right, and again, all right, we're not actually on the orange line on the EU 1 hour, but we are on the GU. All right, and basically, guys, that's how you should trade this, the number one. All right, the number one on the golden ticket. Once you see 1 and 4s, you know, or you should know, right, that price, if it's got a 4 hour, the price is going to go to the orange line on the 1 hour. All you have to do is avoid the bumps, which are the walls. When it hits a wall, as I shown you earlier, it hit the wall on the 15-minute, then went down. It hit the wall, which is the orange line, on the 30-minute, then went through it. Okay, you've just got to avoid them. All right, and well, you can't have lost. You cannot have lost doing that. Now, you know, you've got these signals appearing. It might want to go up now because you've hit the orange line there. So you would stop trading it down, close your long-term trade. Right, so let's have a look. What was it? 34 there. So let's call it at 35. What were we in at? 87. 35. Is that 52 pips? Yeah, 52 pips. 52 pips on your long term down on the GU. Okay. Plus you scalped it 6 times for at least 10 pips. Guys, that's over 100 pips. That's on one pair. EU, you did the same, right? just because of the 1 and 4s, you did the same. 45, what did we get in at? 70, 73 was it? 72, something like that. 72, you call it 44, so what we're looking at there, 38 pips, is it? 28 to 38, I can't work it out. 28 pips. So you had a long 28 pips and you scalped that about 4 times down for 10 pips, didn't you? So, you know, that is the correct way to trade, and it's the way that I trade it. I don't hit every scalp, you know, because sometimes I'm too busy in the chat helping people out and that, but that is the correct way to trade the number 1 on the golden ticket. Alright. As I say, if you've watched the other couple of videos that I've done on the 1 and 4s, you'll have a much more confident attitude to trading them. Alright. Again, you know, I mean, this 8 hour red yellow, when this turned super, I know you're thinking then the price probably went to here, and I'm pretty sure it got very near to that 4 hour orange line. It did go down more after the session. I think that's about it, guys. I can't really make this, you know, any plainer for you to understand. When you see 1 and 4 hours, right, that price, you know where price is going to go, and you should only be trading in that direction. And if you trade in that direction until you hit, right, this orange line, like the GU hit the orange line here, then every single trade you'd have taken on the GU down won. Right, it won. They never even come close to losing, and people keep going on, and oh, this is something else I want to mention to you, right? People keep going on about, oh, how much should I have my stop loss and that. Well, just let me go back to the beginning and show you something here. Right, okay, we're starting off again. We're looking for the first scalp down. Right, there's your first scalp down, yeah? Right, so let's say you had, I don't know, 5 pip stop loss. Right, fast forward, that's 87. Oh look, still 87. Fast forward, 81. No, so still not gone above stop loss. 88, 1 pip above your stop loss. Sorry, yeah, 1 pip into your stop loss. And then every time after that, you just watch, every time after that, bang, down, 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 83, 2 pips into your stop loss, if you were still, you know, in that trade there at a 5 pip stop loss. It's unbelievable, guys. The EU, look, the EU, you know, might have gone up above your stop, into your stop loss, but again, it didn't take you out. You're taking the trades at the right place, at the top here down, you know, at the top here down, then you're not getting anywhere near your stop loss, guys. Look, if you'd have taken that there, as I said, at the top down, look, what's that, 80. Let's see if that goes above it. Oops. No, you know, so if you're taking trades in the right place, then you shouldn't even be worried about your stop loss. Alright, so anyway, guys, that is it. I don't think I can make, you know, trading these number 1 on the golden ticket, the 1 and 4s, right, any easier for you to understand, right? That, you know, if you're going to go against them, then that's when you're going to lose. Okay, yes, I know there was a trade in here, and I know for a fact that BR would have nailed it, but BR would have been in and out of that trade, same as Hugo. They'd have been out of that trade before most of us would have been thinking of getting in it. Okay, the same there. Okay, so you just got to, I think if you did it this way, if you did it, trade it the way I do, and take a long-term or a medium-sized trade as well as scalping it, just 1 pair, then as I've just shown you on the GU there, right, there was a 100 pip day there for you, you know, it was a 100 pip day. It was probably 80 on the EU, and that's without taking into account the GJ, which gave some pretty impressive moves as well. Do you know what I mean? That's that there, what's that, 91, that's 18 pips or something like that, and there was another big move down here as well, you know, and the UCAD, which I'm not sure if it got a 4 hour, but it had a 1 hour up here anyway. Should we have a quick look, see if it did get the 4 hour? No, it didn't, did it? But even so, you know, and again, that's just taking into account the number one trade, which is on the golden ticket there, which is the trade 1 and or 4 hour direction, a living arrow on living candle. Okay, so again, you know, just watch the other 2 videos on the 1 and 4 hours, so it'll give you an idea. I go into greater detail on that video of what the 1 and 4 hours are all about. Well, yeah, as I say, I don't think I can make it any easier for you now, guys. I really don't. All right. Okay. So I think I'll have to call that a day.